October 30th. Corrections, additions? Are you ready
Am I ready for what?
to review the minutes?
I did it. I read the minute.
Okay, you're, no corrections, additions?
Well, I mean, I did this, it's not really, for me, it was just, I mean, I'm on the back page. It's just a question of, like, the revolving account, anything to do with recycling, just the connection between the two, like, so it just clear. I mean, I know what you're talking about, just to make sure.
I'm not sure that I knew what I was talking about. So I
Oh,
would
no,
love for you to
actually,
explain
you,
it.
you went on to explain it below it.
Okay.
So like but that would be something I would do at the top as the head of the bullet form, just have it as a header. Revolving count and define what it is.
So what is it? Because I think the thing that confuses me is that isn't it called the recycling department? What's the name of our sanitation department? Is there an official?
Recycling center.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
to me, it's like anything to do with recycling would be the whole department, but it's actually just the recycling of the plastic and the glass and the metal, right? Is that
Well-
what the revolving account has to do with? Just that portion of it, not the stuff that goes to the dump that's like household waste?
Oh, no,
So
but
that
it's
was my
also for
confusion.
like equipment.
Yes,
So
and
if
to
they-
do,
any
involve
equipment that they need to
recycle,
purchase.
they could use that money on it.
But what about for just trash that goes away to the
No,
dump?
no,
Not that, okay. So I
It's
didn't
gotta
like my wording, but I didn't know for sure. what
It has to
was.
be something to do with recycling.
Okay, so that's why I put actual recycling.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that works.
So, I mean,
That works.
I can
Yeah,
switch.
it's not that big of
Okay.
a deal, it really isn't. It really isn't.
And you have anything? No. So I have, under police department, you say Mitchell did not show up to appointment since he resigned. That's not why he didn't show up.
Oh, okay.
He was out on a call,
Okay.
so I'd like that, to address that.
Well, I guess I don't need to say why, I just thought he was not working at that point.
No,
Okay,
he was
so I'll
working.
just say he didn't show up to the appointment due to more important business?
It was called out.
It was called out.
I would just say called out.
Due to a call out.
Yeah.
Okay,
because that's why.
all right, cool.
Okay, entertain a motion to accept the minutes as presented.
Wait,
Oh,
I do have one thing. So under town clerk, Bonnie presented, since she's the department head.
Oh, so you want to change that?
Is that okay with you? That
That's
is that
fine.
way?
I don't care.
Oh, okay,
because
then
I'm not
that's
a
fine.
department head.
Okay.
But he's got that listed everywhere. Well, actually not. He says you're a committee member. You're not a,
Well, are you the department head for recycling, or are you?
no, he's not. I'm talking about under rec committee,
Yeah,
but there is no head, right? I
No.
mean, you,
yeah, yeah.
no.
Yeah, do you
There's
think
no
so?
head.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't.
You're fine?
I
That's
don't
fine.
get on that.
Okay, that's fine.
If you look at the law, it says
Okay.
elected official.
That's fine.
So, entertain the motion.
I'll make a motion. We're going to
I'll
switch it up this way. It's going to be seconding.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed?
Yay.
The ayes have it.
Sorry, I just wanna
Sure.
make sure, I know you did the agenda, this may be a point of order, but we need to figure out with Catherine's absences.
Okay,
what we need to
let's
do as
talk
the law.
about that at the, under board discussion.
At the end, okay?
Yeah, can we do that?
I mean, sure, I guess if she shows,
We
if
can
she
have-
shows up, then I think I would wanna press it sooner because
Sure.
of the law.
Sure. No
It
problem.
will be obvious once we start talking about appointments.
Sure. Okay, so. Heather, you want to come up and we'll start?
Whenever you're ready.
We're ready.
Which one's first?
Cemetery,
Okay.
please.
Yeah. I was thinking if I needed my phone or not. Yeah, no.
Oh, sorry, this went with the minutes, this one you see attached, I just wanted to make sure, I didn't want to print it all out, it was using too much toner. Is that your stuff? That's your stuff.
Okay.
That's just the thing it was.
Hang that up. And just an FYI, and Ryan can correct me if I'm wrong, but I looked through our minutes at our last cemetery meeting, and we are going to put in $1,620 for perpetual care. I printed out the minutes to confirm that, but I believe that's what you wrote in the minutes.
Yeah, that spreadsheet has changed for,
So you're saying that you're gonna add that line into what was given to us?
Yeah, well, perpetual care, we looked into, according to the minutes, it's going to be $1,620.
Right, they didn't know at the time.
Right.
So
right.
that
That's what I'm
number-
asking.
Yeah,
so that's the official number as of right now, yes, but, I found an error in my spreadsheet because I was trying to do it on the fly at the meeting, so that number's gonna change. Pull it up right now if you wanna look, but there's also
Yeah.
the trust fund, but it's not an official number because we haven't discussed it as a board.
That's why I looked at the minutes.
I'm saying there was an error
After the minutes.
that
think
I
you said.
found.
Oh, yeah, so
Yeah.
we can change it. If you found it, we can change that right now if you have it.
Sure, but I'm saying it won't
You
be
haven't-
official
you
because
haven't-
we haven't had a board
Yeah,
meeting. I
that
don't
board
wanna.
meeting
Right.
to accept it, but we can put it in
right.
Right,
temporarily, because
yeah.
remember, we always come back and have more discussion.
Yeah, and if you have questions, you can be like, Heather, come back and talk.
Or if you find it grossly wrong, you can certainly come back.
Right,
Because the process is that we make no decisions tonight,
right,
and that we'll have our discussions, and then if we increase or decrease your budgets, we will invite you back to have further discussion. So at that point, we certainly could.
right. And then
If
that,
you find it terribly different.
So what was that number again? I know it's
So
like
I think
5.3.
Ryan's looking.
so the one that I got, because I looked at our minutes,
Okay,
was 1,620.
but Ryan, you're going to have a different number?
You wanna just continue, it's gonna take me a
Okay,
minute.
yeah,
I wasn't
okay.
prepared to talk.
Okay,
Okay,
just so I have
I'm
an
gonna
idea.
not think anything yet.
No.
Okay, good. All right, so Heather, talk to us about your budget.
So ultimately, majority of it stayed the same. The wages we did increase because Ed, our sexton, said that his employees are talking about coming back, so we would like to give them an increase.
What kind of increase are you talking about?
I believe a dollar increase is what we discussed to
So
keep
what do
them
they
on.
get paid now?
Starting rate is 15, so we would increase that to 16 an hour.
Then go to McDonald's and make more.
Right. But like the argument was in previous years is, well, they don't have to spend it on gas. And that kind of circles back to the sexton stipend we would like to increase. We asked 1,000 last year, we're asking 1,000 again, because again, Ed is invaluable, he's wonderful, his knowledge, being the sexton, if we were to replace him, which he is irreplaceable, but if we were to find somebody to replace him, we wouldn't be able to find somebody for $750 a year. And that's a stipend, so that's per year. So we looked at that, we asked for the 1,000. The equipment is still 500. Fuel.
How many people, I'm sorry, how many people are you hoping to employ?
2,
2? Isn't that what you had last year?
yeah.
And they both are willing to come back, so we want to give that incentive to, because in prior, we've had a hard time getting people to come and have them
Much
coming
less
back.
stay.
Right, and then coming back, we want to be like, hey, we appreciate your work, come on, we're going to give you a raise. And then also at the same time, the cleanup, fall cleanup, we didn't have enough funds for the fall cleanup. So spring cleanup's going to be a little bit more detailed and more intense because we didn't do fall cleanup, because we would have been over budget. Jenny?
How many times do they come a season on average? This was a particular, August was dry and so was
Dry.
September. So about 12 times a season, so 6 months, 12 times.
And they take care of all the cemeteries, including like Huntley's and
Yes.
everything?
Right.
Yeah.
Those far out.
Those far
Across
out
the hidden ones.
And then miscellaneous repairs, we're keeping the same, fuel's same. And then again, with the perpetual care, which Ryan's confirming to get that number for us. And then, again, that would have to be discussed because it's a different number than what we talked about at our last meeting.
So talk to us about miscellaneous repairs and supplies, because you had 900 last year, but you only spent 211. Are you, why do you anticipate you have to need 900?
There's
again?
a broken leaf blower now that we know we need to fix.
Okay.
I don't remember how much that would be.
No idea, because until they get into it to see what it is.
And I know there's a push to start uprighting and fixing stones. One specifically that was brought to our attention is the footstones that lay right in the ground. It's sinking into the ground. So what has to happen is we have to get gravel, dig it up, put it up, and put it back down. So that would also be part of the supplies, is getting those stones.
So the miscellaneous repairs would be to repairs,
Yeah.
breaks, sites. Okay.
Yeah, and then also the D2 and other stuff that we use for stone cleaning, and the volunteers and pads or anything that new brushes.
I have to say, I've spent a lot of time this year cleaning headstones in Claremont, and it is very time consuming, and it's hard work. It's very hard work, especially if it hasn't been cleaned in years and years.
Yes.
And Mary took over the volunteers and did an excellent job. She filled us in, she would do the report, she invited us, emailed the cemetery trustees. Unfortunately, scheduling, I haven't been able to go, but everything I've heard was it's gone great, especially in the hot heat.
Yeah.
It was a warm summer.
Any other questions or comments, or? Did you find it?
Yeah, so that 1620 was what we're gonna ask for Pine Grove Burial Trust, out of the Pine Grove Burial Trust. The 1620 is what we motioned, and I think that number is still good.
1620?
1620 from the Pine Grove Burial Trust. The perpetual care, though, my new calculations at this moment are showing $831.66.
I'm sorry, I was writing what was that number?
$831.66, $831.66. And that includes the volunteer hours, for the calculations we discussed at cemetery trustees, my fixed math for the maintenance of it, all that together, is $831.66. Now, of those 92 perpetual care trust funds, we have to go make sure that we have enough money in those. It can be as much as 831. If any individual of those 92 trusts doesn't have the amount of money to support that 831, it might be lower. So anyway, this is why we did this cemetery maintenance expendable trust fund warrant article last year.
Which it's important to note, I got a email from Debbie Clough, and our Day of the Dead celebration, we deposited $255 into that account. So that account's up and running.
Sweet.
I literally just got that information right now.
I'm supposed to do it, so
Did you get anything to add? No?
Good.
You're good?
thanks, Heather.
Thanks, I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah.
But you're welcome.
And I have a real problem with this being a welfare budget. I'd like to always refer to it as public assistance.
Yes,
Please.
but,
No buts, I don't want welfare, I want public assistance.
so at the last meeting, I don't know if you caught, I actually reached out to NHMA. So my new protocol says public assistance.
Oh,
But I reached out to NHMA because Sarah asked if we could change it, because I like public assistance myself.
oh, I didn't realize she asked you.
Yeah, and I talked to, I can pull up his name, but I talked to one of the lawyers, and he said it can get in a little gray area because the RSAs say welfare, and if we change it to public assistance, it can be confusing.
As far as
So-
I'm concerned, at this table, I don't care what you label. As far
Okay.
as this table, I'm referring to it as public
Then
assistance.
then we're on the same page. But I just wanted to, I've tried to
And
change
you know
it.
what, Heather, to be quite honest with you, you can call down to the NHMA and you can get 3 different people on the phone and you'll
Three
get
different
3 different answers.
Do you guys have, I can give you this if you don't have it in front of you. I gave it out last.
Oh,
Yep,
yeah,
yep,
I have it. Yeah, you were good too. Yeah.
Do you? Yep.
I should have it. Oh, yeah, I don't have that with me, so if you want to.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And I can give this out to you and then pass it out to anybody else.
I'll put one on your desk.
So the selectmen did bring it down quite a bit. They only add $50 more.
So, how many burials did we pay for last year?
No.
We didn't pay for any? And why half the fuel? Oh, because, so what I get concerned about is that we depend too much at looking at prior numbers, not what needs are. But
Correct.
we always say, well, you only spent this much last year, why are you asking for this?
And it's,
But, and I didn't go back into your history to see how this is reflected.
so for burials, since I've been welfare director since 2022, the most in a single year has been 2. Which one currently with the selectmen's recommendation would wipe it out because cremation is 1,700. And that's if you have a membership with the Cremation Society and they have a membership and that's the going rate for membership. For non-membership, it's over $2,000. That's why
But I paid for mine already, I paid $1,300.
Yep, that's why I put originally the $5,000, that would give me 2, which that has been the most. Also, the sheet that I handed out to the public and then what you have, that's what AI kind of suggested for town of Grafton size, what my prior budget was and kind of where everything's lining up. It suggested that that number for burial will be 5,000. But the selectmen counted, cut it for 2,000.
And correct me if I'm mistaken, you said you thought a burial should cost about $2,000?
Cremation.
a cremation only, and then the
Correct.
burial was,
Burial,
could be whatever.
it can be whatever, it could be up to 10,000.
But we would only do
We
a
would do cremation,
cremation, so that would be 2.5?
yeah.
Okay.
And then some, negotiation, maybe I'd be able to bring it down. But it's usually above 2, or very close to it. And it's important, I know you guys know, but it's important for the public to know that if my budget zeroes out,
We still pay.
we still pay.
Still pay.
It will still pay.
Exactly.
But that's
An
why,
option.
I'm not overly offended that the selectmen cut it down and only did the $50 more. This year, one of the hardest was, I had to put up a Lily gentleman in a hotel in Lebanon due to medical reasons. He couldn't go anywhere else in a homeless shelter. He had to be in lab for doctors, and it was $3,000.
Is that this under miscellaneous? Is that what that is?
Yes, that's for this year appropriation, yes.
Yeah.
The rent and housing.
About how many clients have you had this year? I'm not talking how many situations, but how many actual clients did you have?
Probably about 3. But again, one thing that Cammie and I try to do is try to do other resources. So we're the emergency, we're the short term, we want to get the long term, kind of helping that gap. We're actually pretty good in Grafton, we're very independent and don't come. I know there's some towns, I know you talked about your previous town. I know Canaan is swamped, and Webb, but we're pretty good, we don't have people come, especially when I say, hey, if I give you money, I'm gonna put a lien on your house. And that's just what happens. Filling out paperwork, I'm around, I'm very happy to fill out paperwork. I've done Medicaid, Medicare, it's tough, so I'm more encouraging of that, or filling out applications for veterans, or, Easter seals, or anything like that. So that's one of the reasons why we're able to keep this down. One of the reasons why I'd rather be called public assistance, because that's what we're doing. We're not necessarily back in the day of welfare, just handing out checks.
So are we able to direct a lot of them to like the food pantry or anything?
Yes.
Great.
Yes.
Great.
Now, this is an example of somebody who's really keeping a front line
Yes.
defense on it.
You've
Because
done
it
a
can
great
go,
job.
you have done a great job.
And that's one of the reasons why with the increase, or the updating of the bylaws, since we were running off 2011 with just grammar corrections that happened a few years ago. It's, no, we need to be up with the state so we can follow the state with the application. Because the day of old is, oh, I can just go to, the town and get money. It's like, no, you're also coming to us, you're opening up your banking
Right.
account and everything. Just like if you were to go to Medicaid, get food stamps, Medicare, any other organization is going to want to look at your account. The only difference is if you have property, we're putting a lien on it versus these other places might not.
Yeah, but you're opening the gateway to them to get the resources that they need. So it's off of the burden comes off of us, which is
Right.
a phenomenal job that you're doing.
Wages.
Yes.
So is that including an increase for either you or Kim?
No.
No. So what does Candy get?
She gets the 750
$750 a year?
and I get the 2,000.
Yeah, okay. I just, I remember it was like 500, so.
Well,
Yes, we increased it 2 years ago. Yes, because we increased it 2 years ago for Candy.
okay, what about you?
I don't know how long my position's been 2,000. I've never gotten an increase. It's always been 2,000 since 2022, so I don't know when that went up.
It used to be 1,500.
Yeah.
It was always 1,500 when Jenny did it. and
Yeah.
I have no idea when it went. It was 2,000 when I took over.
It's a good thing there's been no inflation, so you're fine.
Yeah, really?
Well, I would circle back, and we're actually very good Graftonites, and we're very independent. If I was busier, I'd be like, yeah, this needs to go up.
So I assume by looking at the board's recommendation, they are not recommending the homeless place.
They moved it somewhere else.
They moved it.
Housing,
Where'd they move it? I don't
Well,
see any break.
it looks like didn't they go after your burial and take the money out of there?
We moved it up to,
Rent house.
Rented housing.
Okay,
Yeah.
rented housing. Okay.
And
Oh, there it
then
is, plus
we
3K. I wrote plus
But you
3K.
asked for
1,000?
2,500 last year. Oh, I see, okay.
Because originally it was just rent, and homeless placement isn't rent, that's why I took it out in miscellaneous, to actually have that reflection. Going into housing, I guess that works, half dozen the other.
My question, I'm sorry, my question is, I've lost $500 in that going, because the selectmen added the 3K there for, and I have a total of 5K. Is the total 5K or is it 5,500?
I have 5K based on the select board.
Me too.
Yeah.
So, well, I know I was a history teacher, so 3, so if you're putting 3,000 there, is that what you're doing?
Where's the
Yeah.
5,500 you're talking about?
Well, 3,000, well, oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, 3, 4,
History
5.
teacher,
History not there.
don't say that.
Not there.
I'm going back to 2025. Okay, all right, okay, it's late.
Yeah, because the 3,000 went up to the rental housing.
Right,
Oh, I'm not,
you
I'm
better
not
roll
either.
extra early.
Jenny,
I think we're good.
that's why we get along, because we like history.
Yeah, I'm math. That's why I'm on the budget committee.
Math is hard. Hey, that's why we have calculators.
So I guess my question is, how do you, well, I know you just said that you don't have concerns about the select board cutting the budget to this, but you're truly happy with their recommendation?
No.
I do know that we pay regardless, that.
Right. I mean, I think honestly, the best reflection is the one I requested. I looked at the budget multiple times, because I know everybody's going up, I know it's a tight one, but the 17.9 is the actual reflection of what is needed if, well, the economy's already, who knows where that's gonna be going.
But we can't plan on
Right.
what if.
But the thing is that the 17.9 is, if I was to have stuff hit the fan, that should carry me through. That was the most realistic, that's the one, where can I cut? The other thing that we could possibly talk about is cutting the office phone, but then who's going to be answering the phone calls? I mean, I'm not going to be in.
Yeah, you
Right.
can't. no.
Right, well, but I'm just saying what I was processing, like,
Yeah.
what can I cut when I was formulating the 17.9, and it's just like, well, I can't really cut the office phone, because then it's Sarah's going to be answering the phone calls, and that wouldn't be fair, and that's not confidential.
Because that's
Right.
not confidential.
So the
Right.
select board was talking about doing a trunk system, I don't know the right words, but basically to cover all department heads, a voice over IP.
That's not gonna happen this year.
Not gonna happen this year, okay,
Because
so
it's
this
too
must
costly.
stay.
Yeah, there's a lot that's gonna,
Happen.
You think it's too costly?
Right now it is, because she talked to New Hampshire Broadband, and